My goodness. But couple things. I forgot one. Fuck that shit. Nah, I know. One of them is about being a mentor. Or having a mentor. So, I've been reading Mastery. It's been a minute. I gotta address this, okay? My arm. I found myself, like, wanting to, like, don't hurt it. Don't touch it. No, stop. Stop. Don't. Why? It's fine. See? It was hurting yesterday, but whatever. Back to my original point. Talks about finding a mentor. And I've gone through my life in large, not trusting authoritative figures, not respecting them, not finding them viable. The list kind of goes on and on. Another big one that I've thought about is one that, like, saw the potential in me. This is hard because it's like I know I'm smart, I know I'm gifted, I know I'm skilled, I know I'm charismatic, I know I'm all these things, right? And, like, I can't tell you how many potential mentors or all these authoritative figures in my life could have made a difference, but instead they chose the route of being envious, jealous, for lack of a better words. I don't know, like, I can't think of anything else, but, like, and I reflect back on that, and I also know in the moment, I remember reading that and being like, well, fuck you too then, punk. You know what I mean? Like you want to... And what the reason I'm making this video is because, like, I think back in Job Corps, and Job Corps was, like, specifically designed, even in, like, when they were first signing you up and everything, to be for those that had disadvantaged use. And I found it, I was quite perplexed that, like, once I got to my trade and I had my instructor and whatnot, that this man that was my instructor was envious of me, would put me down, would take jabs at me and all this stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is the same shit I dealt with growing up, and, like, why I'm fucking going to Job Corps trying to find a path in life. You know, like, and that guy fucking failed me, and that's why I don't fucking like him. Didn't like him, whatever. And I'm sure he has his reservations too, but guess what? If you ever fucking see this, fuck you, dude. Anyway, but I will thank him for this. Well, a few things. Because even though I don't really like the dude, and some others, I always try to look for the silver lining and pull things from it. And one thing that did happen from that, and I also got to thank Michael Baker for this. I haven't talked to you forever, but if you see this, how you doing, bud? Like, I hope all is well. Wish you the best. But, holy shit, excuse me. That's where I had my, God, what's he called? you have this tradesman that you or that we work-based something, I forget what it was. So it's essentially whatever what trade you're in, like you go out and like you work with this guy for like I don't know if it's 6 weeks or 3 months or whatever it was, I forget exactly, but you go out and you work, and his name is George, and it was out in Astoria, Oregon. He lived in what's the town? It's like a town or two away from Astoria, Oregon. Well, anyway, towards the end of it, we didn't have like the greatest bond. We kind of just sat there and bullshitted. Nothing crazy from what I remember. But this man did offer to have me live at his house. Not just his house, but he had like a cabin out in his yard. And a tree fell through it. And he's like, how about you and me build it up, and you live out of it, and we'll go from there. And I think out of all things that I regret in life, that's definitely in the top. There's a lot of, I'm a man, whatever, opportunities. With women, of course, like I've flustered and fucked up, plenty. But when it comes to like just straight opportunities, straight like let's see where this goes, I think that's the one of the things I regret messing up the most, because I don't think I understood the value of it at that time. I really didn't understand the opportunity, and I was too I remember the thinking in my head. The big one was I didn't have transportation. And I was essentially out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if a lot of people know where Astoria, Oregon is, but like it's off the beaten path. Like you need a vehicle. And I'm one of those people that like have always driven. Like I am very transportation orientated in my life. Like I need transportation, and back then, same thing. So I remember that affecting my decision in a big way. And it's silly because I wish I would have voiced it, and I'm sure something could have been worked out or whatever, but I didn't even give it that opportunity. I just immediately, and fuck, I kind of regret that. That was like April-ish of 2008, something like that. And I remember we worked together well. I didn't talk too much shit. I didn't blow myself up too much. I came recommended by Michael Baker. I know that. Having a reference for something is huge. Like someone's like, hey, this is the guy. Like that's so valuable. Like your reputation is so much. I don't know, I just been thinking, because like I said, I've been reading this and I'm thinking back on it, right? I'm really like, damn, when did I have opportunities to have a mentor? And that guy was like, that's what the program is. Like, this guy is literally a mentor. He plucks students, he pulls them out, you go do real world work. And shit. It's just one of those things that I just didn't understand it. Like, I think it's so much more important to say yes to things, you know, like when they pop up. Like, sure, yeah. And if you go into it and you're like, I don't know, there's something about just like following through with things. because at the time it seems like time wasted, which I also understand. But that's one of the things that I really wish I would have buckled down. Yeah, I'm not. I just felt like I was out in the middle of nowhere. Like I wasn't connected. I'm not. I just felt like I was gonna be so disassociated with everything, and I panicked. Fuck. So when it comes to a mentor, I guess I'm just like, that one kind of fell into my lap, and I'm looking for another one right now. And it's hard. Like, it's hard to do it, like, you're on the hunt for it, because it's like, I feel like I use this term a lot, but it's true. It feels clunky and mechanical. Like, you're like, hey, this is what I'm looking for. And it's like, okay, so fast forward to like, okay, so that's the story about mentorship, right? And like, or an example of it. My biggest thing right now, what I'm going through right now in my life, is I'm thinking about comedy. And my biggest fucking hurdle is going up on stage, by far. Like, there's something about it where it's like, it's the focal point that's making me just fucking like cringeworthy, fucking clam up, and it's just awkward and weird and ugh. But if I could somehow, what I could sell to a lot of these guys is their jokes and how to punch them up. I can do that. I'm really good at writing shit and how it fucking connects with people. Like, really good at it. And I thought of my fucking best joke today. Oh my god, I'm so excited for it. I started laughing to myself. People were like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I don't give a shit. That shit was funny as fuck. And finally, this was somehow relevant. I forget what I was gonna say. With someone I used to know. I don't even like mention by name. I don't know. I just feel like I was going through photos earlier. Like, I was sitting in my work. So you want to sit back? This was uncomfortable. I was sitting at work. I was going through photos, and I kept coming up, because even though I like moved all the photos of this person onto another device and like deleted it off my phone, well, then I'm looking at like other photos that like show signs of this person, and made me think of them, and they're supposed to be like down in this area around this time. God, I just want to let it go. I want to let it go. I fucking want to let it go. I became way more emotionally invested than I wanted to. Than I should have. I wouldn't say that I wanted to. I don't mind becoming emotionally invested. That's why I did it. Like, I made that choice free and clear, and knowingly and willingly. But I did it with someone that I knew that fucking, that wasn't it. And that's where I fault myself. That's where I sit there and go, God damn it. Anywho, that's all I got for now. I just wanted to voice that about the mentorship and how it could have been applicable, or how I could have applied it. And Yeah. Till next time.